Let me tell you a story.
This is our journey. Welcome to the Betancourt's homestead.
A story of how I became a furniture builder.
This beat up 2x10, it was put in the pile of trash.
So a long time ago in a land far, far away, there was a pandemic. And nobody really had ever been through a pandemic before. And it came like all of a sudden, like there was little snippets of snowflakes falling. And then all of a sudden the snowstorm came and all the roads were closed and nobody could go anywhere. Only it was a pandemic and we all thought we were gonna die. Not all of us. But during that time was when we got residency. And we lived in a 700 square foot home. So we didn't have any place to put furniture. So we weren't stockpiling up furniture in anywhere. We were waiting to move into the house, and then we were gonna do this massive touring of all of these furniture stores.
Maggie, you stuck? Aw, Maggie can't get out. Poor Maggie.
Picking out the most perfect table and the most perfect furniture, sitting on all of the couches, never having a care in the world about whether or not the couch had a bug that could definitely kill us and send us into oblivion. No, we had no cares in the world. Until this day when the pandemic hit, and then all the furniture stores closed, and then nobody was letting us in to sit on the couches and to check the tables and the chairs and all the fun stuff. And I sat there in the middle of the living room on the floor, sad because there was no place to buy a couch and no place to look at tables. So I know how to build things, and I built some things before. Lots of garden beds.
There you go. The fourth bed.
Lots of fun stuff, that stuff. So I took to the internet and Pinterest and started looking. And I'm like, I could build this stuff.
I just followed directions.
And then I went up to the internet and I looked at all of the plans of everything that I wanted to build. And I made my list. I need this much lumber and this much lumber. And the guy delivered all of my lumber and put it right in front of my driveway. Moved it all in the garage, set it all up and divided it into piles.
This pile right here is the dining room table pile.
This is my coffee table. This is my bed. Get the drift? These are the desks. And then I got to building. I made a mistake in my order. I left out one piece of wood.
I missed one board that I needed. I needed to order 2 of these, and I only actually ordered 1.
One piece of wood that would take 2 of the strings down the table. And because I left that out, I couldn't make the dining room table until I turned around and looked at the scrap wood pile that was left behind from the build of the house. And there was one really long board that was the same exact width, and it looked disgusting. It was like this black, icky, gross, muddy thing.
I happen to remember they left this guy behind. He's long. I need to get at least 2 70.5-inch boards off of this guy. Now, he's rough. He's like massively rough on the bottom. But the top side is actually really pretty. So I'm gonna flip them over. I'm gonna do a cut. I've got 6 inches, literally 5 to 6 inches that I can play with. When you take the blade width off, I probably have 5 inches that I can mess up or play with. So let's hope every single one of these cuts is going to be measure 4 times, cut once.
And I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna use that for a table. No way. And then I looked at it again and I realized what it was. It was the piece that held the walls together across in the garage. Of course it was gonna be long. Of course. It was the piece that held up the walls.
Why would I want to incorporate a ugly, messy, dirty board into our dining room table because I like the meaning that it has to it, that the lumber from the house build incorporated into the lumber into our table build. So this is a piece that I'm building that's going to last forever.
And it had nail marks at each end. So yeah, I eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner on that old, gross, ugly, dirty board. And I look at those little nail holes and I sit there and rub my finger in them because I remember the crew that was putting up that wall. Remember that wall that they put up during the little mini hurricane that we had, like 36-mile-an-hour winds, and they were like up, choom, 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 like nothing, and I'm like, oh my gosh, and I'm calling Roger, going, Roger, they're gonna die, don't make them work so hard. And Roger was like, I'll be there in an hour, and he came out and he looked and he says, oh, they know what they're doing. Yeah, that board is on my dining room table. I'm having more fun building furniture with remembering all of the things that went on with this house. And I'm going to show you the dining room table that I literally am just now finishing. Why is it taking me months to finish it? Because I couldn't find the screws. But I finally got the screws. So let's get going. I ran out of the screws, and every time I went looking for them, they were 4 times the price that I originally paid for them. I'm not gonna spend that money for screws. That's just silly talk. Anyways, I've got to get back to finishing attaching the top of the table to the legs. So we're going to reset the top of the table because I had built the whole thing and had not had not secured the top down to the bottom. It is a farm style table. Ladies, this thing is so easy to build and it's so structurally sound. Your children could dance on top of it. Not that you would want them to do that. Well, you may be that kind of house that does want them to do that. More power to you if you are. I want to come and live at your house. So we're going to screw the table together. You want to take a look at it now? Come, let's see it. It is a farmhouse style table. And see, this is where I sit. See the nail holes? Right here. So this board here and this board here. Follow it all the way down. And you see the nail marks. But even better, can you remember who the crew was? This is Isaiah's crew. They were the framers, remember? Isaiah, Ricardo, and I still can't say that man's name. That's the table, ladies and gentlemen. Got to get all of the tools to their proper location before the next storm rolls in. And thank you for joining with me. Like, subscribe, smash that notification bell. You know the drill. You know the drill. I'd love to have you around. Talk to you guys later. Have a great day. Bye. this is not going to be the first. We need to do this in order, don't we? We really do. You need to know and then I get to show you the final. But first, I'm going to go answer the door. Bye. You would be amazed what the UPS man has actually delivered. He'd probably be amazed what the UPS man has actually delivered. Anyways, I got to get back to finishing screwing the table. I'm always telling... Anyways, apparently somebody likes me over there because my phone keeps beeping. Perfect is so overrated, isn't it? Perfect is so overrated. Thank you for watching. What you have just seen is a video that I filmed in 2020 or 2021 when I didn't have adequate internet access to upload a file of that size. I have now recently gone through and I am editing all of the prior videos because I still continued to film even though I didn't have access. There was hope. And I am editing them and going to be releasing them quite consistently to catch you up. However, if you don't want the back of anything and you just want to start with right now, that's going to be Saturday. All the videos that are released on Saturday are going to be ones that I've done within a day, a week, or whatever. So, stick with me on Saturdays if you just want current videos. Come and watch along the way if you want everything that occurred. I'll try to put them in nice little categories so you don't have to hunt and peck for what you want. But I would really appreciate it if you like the content to like and subscribe. So you guys have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.